look today. I think I have 172 subscribers, which is really cool. I'm really grateful to you guys for subscribing, and to all the people who watch my videos. And I don't even know who you are, most of you, but I'm grateful because as long as I'm still happy and I'm still able to work from home, I'm gonna make videos. And you know, sometimes there'll be topics you're interested in, sometimes not. Oh yeah, so I was spending all this money to, you know, have a decent car to get me back and forth to work, and then I had to have work clothes, and then I would be too hungry and tired to cook decent meals for my family. And I was kind of unhappy because I didn't feel like I had control over my time. We had to give up a lot of things so that I could stay home. You do all this stuff so that you can, you go to this job so that you can go back to the job again the next day. Just so that you can eat, so that you have enough energy to go back to the job again the next day. And unfortunately, there's not enough, and not everybody can be self-sufficient. I mean, wouldn't that be cool? I mean, imagine if you lived on your own homestead and you produced everything for yourself, and there would be hardly any needs that you would have to use money for. Well, that's a fantasy world. I don't know anybody who does that. Even the Amish people can't make cloth. You know, that's the one thing. Like, you have to have cloth and medical care. Oh yeah, that's what was on my list. I told you a while back that I was upset because I had canceled my medical insurance because it wasn't doing me any good. I had tried to get some help with my knees. I used to race cross country, high school and college, and I damaged my knees really badly. And then after working out, I used to work out 5 days a week with my friend David. And really I got to a point where I just couldn't, like, my knees crack and crunch and they hurt and swell. And so I went to the doctor last year in May of 2015. I went to the doctor and he looked at my knees and he said, you need x-rays and we can give you this injected gel stuff to make your kneecaps move well. And I was like, okay, cool, how much? And then getting the answer about how much that was going to cost was like, I think they said it was $3,000. And I'm like, okay, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I mean, I work and I make some money, but I'm not like hugely successful. I should be so successful. I had a list of crazy things that were going on in my mind that I was going to talk to you about today. I wrote a whole list, and now I can't remember any of it. I also used to get professional massages, and I had expensive makeup from the department store, and I had some business suits, and a lot of stress that I thankfully don't have anymore. I used to, there was one time when work was so bad that my husband grabbed me by the ankles and pulled me off the edge of the bed. He didn't hurt me, or he wasn't trying to hurt me or anything. He was like, you have to go to work. Because I was so depressed, I just didn't even want to go. Because it was hard. Getting along with other people, I was a lousy boss. I tried to be a good boss, but when somebody was mean to me, like when one of my employees was mean to me, but when I had a job, I didn't have that much money to spend because I was paying for daycare, and I was driving kind of a long distance, maybe like 30 minutes to work and back every day, and I was away from my son, and that was it was really hard for me to leave him with somebody else, and I didn't think they were taking really great care of the kids at any of the places where I was where he went to school. I called today and said, hey, I don't have health insurance anymore, but I saved up some cash. So how much would it be to get those x-rays now? So Thursday morning is my doctor appointment, and if you want to know what happens, let me know. Just give me a comment below. Hey, keep us updated on how your knees are, or how much it costs. Did I get my x-rays? How bad are my knees? You know, if you want to know that stuff, please, you know, chime in. But if you're not interested, if you're like, I don't give a crap about your knees, just make a project and shut up. Well, that's up to you too. You can tell me that. I mean, the hospital to get x-rays. And so I called the hospital. I said, hey, how much for x-rays? And they said, we can't even tell you how much that is because we have to run it through your insurance company. And I said, well, how much is it if I don't use my insurance? Can I just, I don't say I don't have insurance? And they said, you can't do that. They will not let you just come in and pay cash. If you have insurance, they have to run it through your insurance company. And I was like, there's something wrong with that. So now that I don't have insurance, called the doctor's office. They moved, new location. They have their own x-ray machines. And I'm gonna get my x-rays for about, I think total, I think she said it was $140 or something for my x-rays. Dude, I'm getting it done. So I'm excited about that. So we're gonna see just exactly how damaged my knees are. And then maybe there's a treatment option that wasn't available a year ago. Or maybe without insurance, it's not $3,000 for the injections. Like it wasn't really as much money for the x-rays as they told me last year. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that I am going to pay about 22% of what they quoted me for x-rays. I swear. I said, can you give me a ballpark of what it might cost at the hospital for the x-rays? And I think she said $1,200. And now these are $140, so I'm not really that good at math, but I'm guessing it's around 22. I thought this was a little bit more on topic. We're kind of talking about the healthcare law here. I know I can't run again, but if I could move around without pain and cracking and crunching or something to make my knees not deteriorate so quickly, because I don't want to seem old. I'm not that old. I thought this age was old when I was a younger person. But now there's so many more people that are so much older than I am at this age, and I look at them and I go, I don't really feel like I should be grouped together with people who are, what in the world is that kid doing? I don't feel like an old lady. I mean, physically sometimes I do, but on the inside, I feel like I'm 27. 27 was the best age. If I would give everything I own to be 27 again. Not to go back to that time, but to get that body back. And I'm kind of excited about that. To get my wrinkle. Would that be freakish? That might be freakish. Or daycares or whatever. And so I quit and I decided to go into business. I was actually already in business. I had already started my jewelry business and got busy with jewelry, and that was awesome. And I had a Twitter following, and on Twitter that's where I would post pictures of my jewelry, and people would ask me for custom jewelry pieces. So I'd draw a design and tell them how much it would cost and take orders. And then I met a wonderful woman who invited me to draw charm designs for her company, and I did that. And that was so cool. And I flew to California and I met her in person and we had a lot of fun. And then I started, when times were slow with the jewelry business, I would craft. So I made quilts and I taught myself to crochet. And then only just 6 months ago did I ever start bushcrafting. I started bushcrafting because I saw somebody, it's true, I saw someone on, a girl on Naked and Afraid, and she was into bushcraft, and she wove all kinds of things and helped build their hut, and I think she really saved them. I mean, it was the point at which they were very sick from not having eaten, and she was able to catch fish with this. Okay, so here's my knee. I have 2 of them. Going and getting fancy manicures, and as you can see, I don't do that anymore. The first real project that I did was my primitive pottery kiln, and then yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before, I just reworked that video just to make it a little easier for people to watch.